figure it out.
Yeah.
She's lying.
Exactly. Good. Let's have an action. Now this is, of course, the standard stage balance, right? You know, stage is divided down the middle, one person over here, one person over here. You get asymmetry by putting us both on the same side. And what I want you to do is be static. Just say it along. Was she here to pick up a man?
It's not like that.
What does that say? Certainty, dominance. I'm certain of what I'm saying.
Or he's trying to like show you, like stare you down almost, like
Yes.
you need to retract.
Okay. Just before you say the words, I want you to walk over and sit down. Okay. Was she there to pick up a man?
It's not like that.
He's getting ready to tell a story.
Yeah, for sure. He's getting comfortable because he knows it's gonna be a long one.
Yeah. So stand at that door. And stand in behind her. Stage right, stage left, correct? Stage right, stage left. Audience is out here. Stage right, actor enter. And stop. Stage left actor, enter. Stop. Which one's the hero?
When it's downstage.
Huh?
Downstage.
No. Generally speaking, an entrance from the right signifies protagonist. Why? Once upon a time. Because we're used to reading from left to right. So an entrance from stage right, which is visioned by us as coming left, is an assertion, is a protagonist. The character entering from stage left is in opposition. Generally. It's a good place to start. If you don't know where to enter from at the beginning, and you're entering with a protagonist versus an antagonist, a way to start and think about it is my protagonist comes in on the right side because I read from right to left in the West. In the East, we read from left to right. I don't know what they do. Thank you. Sorry. You know what a stage picture is? What is it?
Usually proscenium theater. It's kind of, or it's just, there's certain levels that make up a picture. So, I remember we were doing a play contest, and I remember one of the judges, they liked how we made pictures, but it's just adding certain levels and looking at things. Like, so if you take a picture, it actually looks like in every moment they're acting, it's a set picture.
Yes. A director, have you seen The Fabelmans?
Yes.
The last scene in The Fabelmans is, I don't know if it's a true story or not, I think it's true, is young Steven Spielberg being introduced to very old John Ford, played by David Lynch, beautifully. And he's real rough, real guy, spends a lot of time lighting a cigar and all this kind of thing. He says, "What do you know about art?" And the kid starts to say, "Well, I really liked your picture." No, that picture, walk over and look at that picture. And he's talking about the fact that directors study art. They study composition, artistic composition. The main element of artistic composition, if I had a board they'd allow me to write on, I would now draw a triangle. Because the most common pictorial composition is a high center figure balanced by two side figures. Now you can then make it an acute triangle and have one thing here and a couple things here. You can make it an obtuse triangle. But basically what we're doing is we're setting triangles against one another. We're balancing the stage with triangles. There are some famous triangles. If you look in the third column here at the end under the word stage pictures, The Last Supper is the minute you see The Last Supper, you know it. It's incredibly easy to parry. It's incredibly easy to quote. In the original movie of MASH, the dentist is impotent and wants to die. And so they stage his Last Supper. And they don't say anything, it's just all of a sudden it's a picture, and you know, you got this guy here, you got the guy in the middle like this, you got the guy over here like this. Everybody's focal point is in and up towards the Jesus figure, and it's doing this. Washington crossing the Delaware is a strong vertical, and then it goes into layers of horizontal, down. That's the way we in the West have been taught to organize our thinking and our visual grammar. Sunday in the Park on the Grand Jatte, which is the subject of Sunday in the Park with George, which is a pointillist picture with triangles everywhere. You got people down like this, and you got a woman standing up like this. You got somebody looking over here like this, and they're making these triangles on triangles. They're making all these geometric relationships, and it's a shorthand to the audience that these people are related in some way, in some cosmic or personal way. Okay, finally I'm going to end with some pet peeves. I adjudicated CETA this year. Do you know what that is?
Yes.
So I went to 5 different plays. The California Educational Theater Association. So unlike some of these festivals where I see a 3-minute scene and I give written, I go and see a whole play at a school. They give me a candy bar and a program, and I sit and watch the play with a friend. And then I go home and I fill out a 9-page Google form with the name of every actor and every crew member in it. And if I can possibly comment on everyone, I'm supposed to. So I saw 5 plays this year. That was good because I had been home for 2.5 years. So it was nice to go see 5 plays. Some of them were absolutely spectacular. But it brought me back to curtain calls and doing a blackout where 20 people have to not hit each other and get into the wings and then come out in small groups, and I get exhausted doing this because the people that I really want to do that for are coming at the very end, and they're coming out like little tin soldiers and they're slowly bowing and crap like that. Strictly a suggestion, at the end of my shows, I dip the lights come back up, they're in the exact same position they were in before, nobody had to stumble into anybody else, and then they move into their little parade. They come down stage and move into their little stage picture that I make of them. I hate that thing where I have to wait in the dark for 60 seconds or 90 seconds while the actors try not to stumble into each other in the dark. I hate that. And I encourage you to find something else. The audience knows. They will thank you. Thank you. I didn't have to sit and applaud for 60 seconds in the dark. I do the same things with blackouts. Like at the end of a scene, I go to a dim blue light and let the actors walk off in front of the audience. But the audience doesn't know it's make-believe. They don't know those are actors. I mean, I don't have them take a bow or anything. You know, in the olden days, you used to take a bow at the end of every scene. Oh yes, back in the olden days. You'll see it if you look at, I'm thinking of the movie San Francisco, but if you look at any of the old movies about the old days of theater in the 1890s, the leading lady at the end of every scene would step forward, take a bow, and do this.
Must be nice.
Yeah. Well, all I do is, the scene ends, last line, blackout, hold, lights up, lights to half, actors turn and walk off. And then make the scene change in front of the audience, they understand. Speed it up, make it cinematic. If you can't seamlessly go from one to another with projections or something, I suggest just leaving the actors, letting the audience knows they're in on the joke. They understand. Blind entrances, same thing. Entrances in the dark. I just like that. I raise the lights up a little bit so that the actors can see to their mark. They hit their mark, lights full, show starts. Just suggestions, folks. Good luck with your directing careers. Remember, it's based on your acting career, or it's based on the career that you have before you start asking to direct. You'll probably want to direct. All actors end up wanting to direct. What?
Produce.
Produce. Well, producing, boy, that's a job. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.